Jacob deGrom tied Nolan Ryan's record for most strikeouts through 5 starts in a season, but didn't do so in a win. I'm Robin Lundberg here with Ben Pickman and Wilton Jackson. It was the third time this season deGrom has allowed 1 run or fewer and not gotten a win. The 33rd time he's done so in his career, the most for anyone since 2014. So do you feel bad for Jacob deGrom? I'll start. The answer is no. Everyone talks about how great this guy is. He's clearly recognized as the best pitcher in baseball. We know that in some ways, baseball is an individual sport masquerading as a team sport, and wins are really not a pitcher's statistic. Plus, the season just started, Ben. So, it'd be one thing if he was unhappy and miserable and was demanding a trade or something. But right now, his excellence is still clearly on display.
Yeah, I mean, we certainly acknowledge his greatness, but I do think it would be nice if Jacob deGrom picked up a few more wins for all the dominant outings he's had. But credit to Jacob deGrom for not throwing his teammates under the bus consistently, right? I think that's one of the themes that you see after all of these starts in which the Mets tend to lose, right? He talks about his own command. Say, last night against the Red Sox, he said, he needed to be a little better in the second inning, and he doesn't really say, he doesn't poo-poo the lack of run support, and he doesn't throw teammates under the bus, and really is self-critical and is responsible. Jason Gay, the sports columnist for the Wall Street Journal, said that deGrom is like a Ferrari being asked to run on vegetable oil, which I thought was a really poignant line, right? The Mets hitters are like vegetable oil, and they're not producing very well. They're kind of this low-grade offense right now. They need to pick it up and support their pitcher, but credit to the pitcher for not complaining about the rest of the team. I think that speaks highly of deGrom, both as a pitcher and as a player in person more broadly.
Yeah, I mean, look, you want somebody who's pitched as well as he has to have team success as well. I'm not saying that at some point. I just think it is very early in this particular season, and some of the pent-up feelings are rearing their head a little bit. But it's also, Wilton, why sometimes I take the position player over the dominant pitcher, because if you have somebody like Lindor playing at the level that he used to play at and hasn't this season, they're playing every day versus the pitcher who's starting every 4 or 5 games.
You're right. You're absolutely right, Robin. And when I think about it, to the point that you also made, it's early in the season. But honestly, I still feel a little bad for him, because it's like he's pitching lights out. And if he could only get some run support from the Mets, this would do wonders for him. Aside from obviously, notching Ryan's major league record that you mentioned, he's also finished the month of April with 59 strikeouts and an ERA of 0.51, which is better than the next lowest of 0.64 that was set by Pedro Martinez in 2002. But obviously, when you think of deGrom, for me, it's not surprising. This is a 3-time All-Star, 2-time NL Cy Young Award winner, a 2020 NL strikeout leader. So I expect this greatness from him. But, obviously, if the Mets could please get him some run support, this would, bode well for them.
Well, aside from having these high-profile postseason starts, in a weird way, this almost makes him look better, because everyone is continuously pointing out how they're failing him, right? He's the one that's succeeding, and the Mets are the ones who are failing.